Hey everyone, hope your weekend's going really good. This was my Sunday. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I thought that I would post a video today about a certain issue that a lot of trans guys have, and that's the bathroom. There's some talk in this about devices that are used in the bathroom. Some people get offended by the word bathroom. Either way, if that is someone that is you, maybe you shouldn't watch this video. So I thought I would give you guys a heads up. Today, I went to go see a movie with my friend Mike. It was fun. We went to go see The Conjuring. I wasn't scared at all. Just kidding. It was pretty good. Anyway, so he kind of had one of those realization moments about how I'm actually going to be transitioning. I don't think that he's actually thought about it completely. We got there early, and of course we had dinner before we went. So I had to go to the bathroom because I don't like getting up in a movie. That's dumb. So he also had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll go with you. And he thought I was joking at first because he started laughing, and I was like, yeah, I'm totally serious. Because I've actually been using the male bathroom for a while now, actually, unless my friends that are girls will drag me into the girls' bathroom. Honestly, I just don't give a crap. It's a toilet. But I do know and recognize that when it comes to certain people, that is a sacred place, and they have issues with it. It kind of made me also think about some of the stuff that's been in the news recently about some places trying to pass into law about bathrooms having, you have to almost have like proof that you're a whatever gender you are going into that bathroom. And this kind of also was very frustrating to me, and I also just kind of brought a lot of that stuff to the surface today. So I thought we'd kind of touch on that a little bit. Yes, I ended up going to the bathroom with him. Yes, he was horrified the whole time. I don't use a device called an STP. That's a short term for a stand to pee device. I haven't started even getting into that, mostly because honestly I haven't lost enough weight, and it's one of those things that it's already kind of hard to do with just not having to like have anything in the way when you're holding it against yourself. But it's hard enough because you have to, most of the time you have to use both hands. It's just a mess, and I'm already kind of like shy when it comes to my weight as is still. So I haven't started getting into that yet, but I do use the stall when I'm in there. And honestly, I know a lot of guys that just go into the stall, just period, to pee because they don't like the idea of standing next to another dude peeing. I mean, who cares? I know that sometimes I do get kind of nervous going by myself. It kind of depends on the situation. Like if I'm in a restaurant that, one, I've never been in before, and two, I kind of like will, when I walk in, I kind of like scope the place out a little bit and see what kind of a vibe I get. All probably overreacting, I know that. But I get worried because, for obvious reasons. You don't want issues, and you hear the horror stories, and I've heard, horror stories of people that I have dated that have gone through the same situations. You worry about that. There's a certain amount of anger and hate that the trans and or gender neutral group get in any situation. And that's one thing also that I think should be talked about and thought about. I've actually had situations, and I know my friends know of friends that have had situations where they've gone into bathrooms in gay bars, into the one that they see, they recognize their own gender. Like for me, I would go into the male bathroom, and I've had friends that are transitioning female, they do the same thing, and had issues. It's like, who cares? But some people do. So some of the things that I do when I go into the bathroom is I don't get that deer in the headlight look when I go into the bathroom. That's one big thing that people pick up on. Another big thing is I don't make a lot of eye contact in the bathroom, and most guys don't. They don't go in there to have a little conversation, to talk about how awesome each other's shoes are, or it's just not it's not what you do. That's why guys' bathrooms don't have couches and pretty flowers and stuff like that. So that's one big thing I don't do. I don't make a lot of eye contact when I go to the bathroom. I also just kind of walk in like I've been there like forever. Like that's one big thing too. I walk in and I look for the stall, go right in and shut the door. Like that's what I do. I go right in and I have confidence, and I just don't, I think the biggest tell all is when you're kind of like looking around and you're just, okay, that's one big thing that like dudes will pick up on. I know that like today when I walked right in behind Mike, and he veered off to the stalls, and I went right over, or not the stalls, those, the urinals. Apparently I can't talk. And I go off to the stalls, I did my biz, flushed the toilet. As I'm walking out, I see him take off out the door, because apparently he's just still not ready, not feeling the love in that moment. But I guess it's like, we're in the bathroom, so who cares? I don't really want him showing love in the bathroom, because I don't really want them assuming other things. So, anyway, and I just left, I wash my hands and go. And that's the other thing. Don't be afraid to wash your hands, because a majority of people are going to assume that you are a guy. Just walk in assuming that that's what they assume. And don't worry about people that are going to question it, because don't give them a reason to believe that you're not. That's one big thing too. What would you usually do in a bathroom? You go in and you pee. You whistle. I don't whistle. Some people whistle. Do their own little rituals. I mean, don't try to talk, have a conversation with the person next door. That's one big thing that I do know that like females do. Bathroom's a conversation spot for a lot of girls, and whatever, to each his own. It's just not a dude thing to do. I mean, I don't know very many guys that will sit in the bathroom to talk. Not only that, a lot of guys' bathrooms stink, and they're not as well kept as girl bathrooms. Honestly, if I didn't want issues, I'd probably use the girls' bathroom more, because it smells better. Feels like I'm not going to get an STD on the toilet. But anyway, that was kind of like what I was getting at, is that, when it comes to the bathroom issue, a lot of people have like their own dysphoria for that is going to the bathroom. So those are some of my tips and some of the things that I do. Other thing too is, until you start feeling more comfortable, I guess, get some of your guy friends and have them go in with you. But honestly, that's going to be a tell-all too, because not a lot of guys go to the bathroom together. So, gotta keep an eye on that if that's something you worry about. Another thing, I honestly, I'll hold it if I am in, like, in an area that it's known to be uncomfortable or scary, I think you just gotta, it depends on your own, confidence level. But for me, that's a big thing, and I just kind of I do want you guys to really, be safe about what you're doing, and just keep your eyes open and your feelers out. I think that we're kind of special when it comes to being born with an innate ability to kind of feel out the situation, and because of us being, and this is just directed to trans guys and ladies, we've been through a lot already when it comes to being discriminated. Some of us have gotten, into fights. Some of us have been threatened, which, of course that happens in any situation when it comes to, gender, sexuality, race, fat people like me. You're always going to get a certain amount of hate no matter where you go, but I think that for me, I've started picking up on who's going to be a good person to have around me and who's going to be safe. So if I see some, guy go into the bathroom before me that, and yeah, I might be stereotyping, and it might be, whatever. I might be stereotyping someone. But if I feel like they're not going to be a kind of person, that's going to, like, be safe for me to go into, like, in any situation, I'm just not going to go in. I'll wait. I'm not going to, hold it until I'm going to pee my pants, but I'm also going to be smart, and I don't think it's a bad thing to go try new places, but just be, think about what makes you comfortable, and confidence is going to be the key thing there. So anyway, so I know this is a little bit of a long video, but it's one thing that I wanted to put out there and to give you guys a little bit of an idea. And anyway, if you guys have any other questions, send me an email. I always love, getting emails from people. I've gotten some really great ones, some very supportive ones. Thank you guys for that. And anyway, so I'll see you guys on the next video. Oh, by the way, don't I look really cute? I have, and I said cute, and that's okay, because guys can say cute. But I matched today. I was really proud of myself. I got this, yellow shirt to go under my button-up, which, by the way, down a size. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to stop talking now, but I hope everybody's doing good, and just stay safe, and have a great day.